Hello, everyone. My name is Manuel Oliver, and I am Joaquin Oliver's dad. And I lost my son Joaquin during the Portland shooting. When we lost our loved ones, we actually didn't know what to do next. And part of what we saw the community working on was a beautiful garden in front of the school, MSD, where our loved ones were shot down. They were murdered. Um, so the community decided to put together, under the lead of uh, Tori Gonzalez and a school teacher, um, they decided to put together a garden um, under the name Project Grow Love, and it was an amazing place. There's a lot of people that will go to this place and bring like little rocks with beautiful messages on it. You know, things that have a lot of value to most of us. And and actually, someone placed 17 beautiful angels that will represent each of the victims that were murdered that February 14th in 2018. The garden that Tori was able to place together, that was on January 2019. That was almost a year later. Everything was fine, and with a lot of people visiting this place. And suddenly, um, right after Joaquin's birthday, we saw that the garden was being destroyed, removed by the school. I understand the land where the garden was belongs to the school. I don't know. That's what I've heard. So they just decided to remove everything uh, without a valid previous call or without even an explanation. Um, they mention and it's written in many places on social media that the garden was very poorly maintained, and there were rats and broken glasses and became a dangerous place for the kids. They decided to come out with a new design and under the excuse of embellishing the place. The design was a heart, a regular heart that you can see in many different places, that is not actually referring to the victims and to the families and to the suffering that we have been going through the last 4 years. So we started complaining about the garden. We wanted the garden back, and the community deserved that what they made was respected and just leave it the way it was. I personally started complaining publicly, and so that's how we were able to, in some way, put the garden back together. There were a couple of benches there where a lot of people will spend time thinking, um, just going through maybe magic moments in their minds that they remember from those 17 beautiful souls. And not only family members, but friends and even people from other states will come here and photograph themselves in the garden. I can count hundreds that were related to the garden and how beautiful this place was, and of course how beautiful the reason for this place being there was. So the thing is that we later found out that the garden was not carrying rats, and it didn't have broken glasses. The garden actually was looking pretty nice. Someone made a full maintenance of the garden on August 1st. And there is a picture before and after this person cleaned the space. There is not much difference between these two pictures. The garden was already looking nice, but right after that, it looked really nice. This is exactly 2 weeks before the garden was destroyed because it had rats and broken glasses. So, Portland Talk, which is a local media from Portland, it's an online magazine website, shows a picture on August. I'm double checking that. On August 15th, Portland Talk shows a picture on August 15th from courtesy of the principal of the school that was manipulated with Photoshop or some other software, and it made it look nasty, ugly, and so people can actually justify the fact that the garden was being removed. Now that's beyond the limit of ethical principles. A photograph that we can prove that show the garden in a nice space, looking pretty nice, showing the 17 beautiful angels surrounded by flowers. That photo was turned into an evil graphic of the garden. Between other things, they erased the angels from the photo, which is technically hard for me to even imagine that someone in probably 10 minutes erased what a community has been respecting, following, honoring for the last 4 years. The pain that we go through every single day, the memories that we have from our loved ones, someone decided to erase it, to make the whole thing part of our past and not part of our present, which is actually what it is. Portland Talk posted this picture. The picture is courtesy of the principal of the school. And the city of Portland worked together on embellishing the garden. So I guess that the question is, who lied to the Portland community, to the 17 families, and to everyone that was involved in the garden project by changing this photo and turning an original image into something ugly? Was it someone from the school? Was it Portland Talk? Or was it someone from the city of Portland? I wouldn't know that. Because not only is it unethical, but it's a lie. And you played with the emotions of a whole city. And I'm not going to stay quiet. Because I think we need to make a precedent here. I have no idea how many communities around the nation are suffering this, have gone through this. Erasers of love that think they have the power to do that. We're going to find out who did this. Again, it was either the school, it was either Portland Talk, or was it someone from the city of Parkland? We want the garden back, and it's back. We want the benches back, and they will be back. And we don't want anyone else ever again to change, modify, embellish, destroy the one and only place where we can go and feel some kind of relief in between all this suffer. Let's see what happens now.